Hey everyone, it's me, Jen, and I'm nothing if not intense. I just want to take a moment to say thank you to all my subscribers. I probably don't do this enough, but I really do appreciate your support and encouragement. It means, I can't tell you what it means to me. Without it, I wouldn't be doing this, so I really do appreciate it. I'm going to try to make this quick because I really should be in bed. I believe I was bit by a spider like on Friday. It's pretty bad. My leg is pretty bad. Couldn't even go to work yesterday, so I should be in bed with it up. So this is going to be kind of quick. Just wanted to touch base again on the date that I feel that Marilou Danley arrived at Mandalay Bay, which is 9/28. So this is the valet from that night at 9:47 or so. We see Paddock pulls in. Then the person that I believe is Marilou Danley pulls in behind him. And since I was reviewing this again last night, I found something else. There's a silver car that pulls in behind who I think is Marilou. And what I found very interesting about this particular valet drop-off or pickup drop-off is how many valet guys, boom, all of a sudden start running. When Paddock pulls in, there's already somebody down there, right here, at the end waiting for him. Another guy comes out. I believe Paddock hands something off to this first guy. Then eventually Paddock makes his way to the other side of the van, and he is doing some weird, like, shaking his shirt out and, like, patting himself, and it was just kind of strange. Another guy comes up to this first valet. I believe he hands him something. He's the guy that then goes to Marilou's vehicle, and I thought, why are all these valet people, and even some of the guy in the silver car, why are they hanging all over on these doors and windshields? And it just was really odd. Well, once I started watching closer, I actually took this magnifying glass thing I have. It's like a ruler type thing. I can't explain it, but I started watching through that, and I'm like, holy shit. So Paddock hands something off to this first valet guy. Another guy comes up. He hands him something. That guy, the guy that goes to Marilou's vehicle, you'll see her, like, almost looks like she flicks something by the windshield. Then he looks like he flicks something down the windshield. She picks it up, puts it in her big old bag. Then she starts walking. Another valet guy comes out, goes by the dude that's at Marilou's vehicle, picks up something from him, goes to this silver car. Now, when the silver car pulls in, you will see two guys in the back immediately exit the vehicle. They're in button-down shirts, and they just, boom, as soon as the car stops, they get out. A blonde-haired lady gets out, and then the driver just hangs, he's got his door open, and he's just kind of hanging over his door. The blonde lady gets out. She comes around the front of the vehicle. She's digging in her purse, and then this valet guy comes up, and I swear there's an exchange there, and then the blonde lady looks like she gets so close to this valet guy. Like she's sticking something in his pocket, comes up behind him. It is just super weird. I think there was some type of drug or money or something exchange between Paddock, Marilou, and the silver vehicle. Also, I decided to cross-reference the Lock Interrogation reports for this time on room 135 because he didn't have 134 yet. He didn't get that room until the next day. So when you look at the Lock Interrogation reports, that gives you a little insight too on if this was Marilou or not. So I don't know how well I'm going to be able to show you like the handoff and stuff. You'll probably have to watch it in slow motion. I have another program that I can use that I can do the 360 on that kind of helps. But I don't know. I just don't really have the time tonight. I really need to just take care of my situation here with this awful spider bite that I've already had a shot for, and it's really not getting too much better. So it's kind of a little bit worrisome. It's not the end of the world, but it's something I definitely need to keep an eye on, I'm sure. So let's begin here, and I think I have this in slow motion right now. So Paddock's pulling in. It's like 9:47. The valet guy is already down there. And here comes who I think is Marilou. Paddock's getting out now. Right there. There's some type of exchange. Okay, I thought another guy walked up. The valet guy, yes. And then Paddock just kind of... She gets out. She's standing there. The valet guy and Paddock are talking, exchanging, doing whatever they're doing. Okay. So... Now, watch Paddock as he gets around to the side of the vehicle. He's going to start, like, shaking his shirt out and, like, patting himself, and it's just kind of odd. Pulls up his pants, kind of playing with his shirt. Here's the silver car. Now watch the two guys in the back. They get out. And it looks like they just immediately walk into the hotel. Okay, now here comes the second valet guy. And he kind of, like, his arm kind of gets close to that car, like, hey, gotcha. You know, I'm going to walk down here, do what I need to do, and I'll be back. Or somebody will be back. So look at the two guys. Almost look like they're dressed identically. Get out. There's the blonde lady. Oh, shoot, we just saw, see how Marilou... She put something up on the top of her vehicle, and then he put something on the top. She put something in her purse. Now here comes this other guy. They make an exchange. And he's going to be the one that goes down to talk to the people in the silver car. So, I mean, it's really like a lot of shit's happening at the same time. Now, the blonde-haired lady, she's digging in her purse. This guy's been hanging up over his door the whole time. And there's something down the windshield. And then she literally looks like she's going to accost this guy. I mean, she gets so close to him. And, like, comes up from behind him and, like, oh, looks like she's literally looks like she's sticking something in his pocket. So, I really wanted to point out the Marilou thing, though. So we're going to back it up for a second. See, I don't know what they're doing, but she's getting, like, she's all up on that dude. It's really strange. Right? I mean, look at her. She's all over this guy. Weird. We're going to back it up for a sec, because I do want to show you with Marilou. Okay. So forget about the silver car for a minute, because if we're watching that, we're going to miss the whole Marilou thing. Or who I think is Marilou anyway. And also, I want you to look at the way she walks. Whoever this person is, she's got kind of a weird, like, Jimmy leg walk. Like, her leg kind of goes out to the side, one or both of them. Same thing I noticed with that person that's walking through the casino. You can kind of see their leg go out to the side. It's kind of odd. So, again, that's what makes me believe that these are the same people, and that person is Marilou Danley. Okay, now watch. Watch her. As he opens the door, something up there on the windshield. Oh, and then he picks it up, slides something else down, and she puts something in her purse. Boom. Now, see how she's got her leg out to the side right there as she stops, and it kind of like, they're kind of long, weird stride. It's kind of a weird stride this person has. But oh, and then you see the guy that's getting into her vehicle, almost got into her vehicle, handed something to that guy. And now he's the guy that goes down to talk to these people. Oh, see his arm goes up by the windshield. He grabs something, and then, what in the hell? There was some type of deal going on right there. I would guarantee it. I would guarantee it, because it's like all of a sudden, boom, how many different valet people? And they're all handing each other something. So, again, I hope that you guys would, you have a way you can look at it closer, or take a magnifying glass, and as you're watching it, look through the magnifying glass, and you'll be amazed at what you see. But there is definitely some type of deal going on. So now look at the timestamp on this, 21:49, and he's just now moving. Paddock's moving out of the valet area with a bellhop with a bunch of luggage on a cart. If you look at the final report for this date, we're gonna. Well, I don't want to pause it yet. But he was in valet at 21:49. Now he's by the service elevators, and this is still the same date, 9:28. This clock says 21:48. But I do believe that valet, it would have been 21:49. He would have been getting here probably 21:50, 51, 52, something. On the average, from what I could tell, from valet to the room, was usually taking him, on average, about 7 minutes. Now, this particular night, everything seemed a little bit longer, and it took him a little bit longer to get to the room. Now, Marilou, or the person I think was Marilou, left the valet area a few minutes before Paddock did. So just keep that in mind. Because when you look at the Lock Interrogation reports, okay, so I just wanted to go back real quick and see what time Marilou takes off from the valet. Okay. 21:40, almost 21:49 when she's leaving the valet. That's going to be important. Exchange. I'm telling you guys. All right, we're on page 133 of the final report, and I don't know why I can't highlight, but what we want to look at is 9:28, 9:53 p.m., the door is open. 9:28, 9:55, the door is closed. I say that's Marilou Danley, because then about 7 minutes later, the door is open from the inside at 10:02. 10:02, the door is closed. That's Paddock. There's no way he could have made it to that room from the valet in that short amount of time. There was no way that he was hitting that door at 9:53 when he wasn't even leaving the valet area until almost 9:50. Almost 9:50. Even the service elevator that time showed 9:48, which I don't believe that that's the right time. I think the valet time is right. But even if the elevator time was right, I just don't see him hitting that door at 9:53. Because like I said, on average, average was taking him 7 to 8 minutes from the time he left valet to get to the room. Again, this time took a little bit longer, but obviously there were other things going on. So it was quite the valet experience then. Let's review this again briefly, because there's a couple things. Like I said, notice the way this person is walking compared to that person that was in the valet. There's some funky little side leg, jimmy leg thing going on, I think. Just in my opinion. And then at one point when there is the hug and the kiss, they are so close that literally the blur bubble on her head covers his whole head too. That tells you how close they were. See that long stretched out leg? Like it. I hope you guys can see what I'm saying, because that's the same looking leg as that person in the valet when they start and she's kind of in her purse and she stops for a minute. That leg is extended back, and that was the same thing that I just saw right there. To me, it looks like the same walk. So it's just amazing to me. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's how close they are. But the blur bubble on her head is literally covering his whole head also. That speaks volumes to me. I'm going to let you go. You guys, I've got a ton of stuff coming up, so stay tuned. I know I'm a little behind on my comments. I'm really trying to stay on top of those because I really do appreciate all the comments. Brad, you know who you are. Your video about what we spoke about briefly is on the bubble. I'm working on it. Plain and simple. Sorry, my schedule's like crazy, but we'll get together soon, hopefully. I just hope that in some small way I'm helping towards finding the truth for the people who lived through this and for the people who lost loved ones. That's my only motivation, is to come to find the truth in this matter for those people, and really for all of us, because it affects all of us. Some people, I don't think, they don't see it that way, and why does it matter, and who cares? But it does matter. It does matter. Even if you didn't have anybody, if you weren't related to anybody or anything that happened that night, it still matters. It's societal. It's about people orchestrating horrific things like this and being able to get away with them and lying. I know I'm not expressing myself that well right now because I'm so kind of out of it, but I'm sure you guys get what I'm saying. So, like I said, stay tuned. Much, much more coming up, and it's hard to believe that the 1-year anniversary is going to be Monday. I mean, my goodness, it's been a year already, and look at where we are. Look at where we are. I mean, obviously we've taken a lot of strides towards the truth, but they have really stepped up their game as far as just hiding everything and jamming that narrative down our throats. So we got to keep up we got to fight the good fight here, guys, and keep it going. So look forward to uploading more soon. Thanks.